Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday night's Messages of Love from Above. Happy to see everybody. Glad to have you here. Hope you're having a great Friday and wonderful start to your weekend. And I'm excited. Let's get the desktop all set up real quick here before I start doing my thing. And I'm excited. A lot of great energy in the air today. Just extra special. And all right, I think we're all set here. Let me just stretch this out so I can see it better. All right. There it is. Okay. Confirmed we are live. All right. So before we get started, I like to send love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me in doing that, then of course I welcome that. And happy International Women's Day. So a big extra special love out to you guys. I even got my little rose quartz heart representing the divine feminine energy. So a very happy day. Much appreciation to all of you. So if you'd like to join me in sending love out to the world, I of course welcome that, whether you're watching live or on replay, because we can join outside of space and time. And when one of us sends unconditional love energy out to the world, it transforms and balances out about 1 million people who are going through lower vibrational fear emotions. And when we do it together, it just doesn't just add on top of one another, it multiplies it. So I really appreciate any of you that join me in doing that. It definitely helps out our collective and our planet. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. Let all that outside world go. And then as I hit the singing bowl, we're just going to let that love from above flow down into our hearts, fill all of us up, and then flow out to the world. So here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow, it is singing loud today. We'll let it continue to sing back there. All right. So before we get into the readings, I also want to make sure everyone knows we do have a Pisces new moon coming up this Sunday. And here is a pick a card reading where we focus on what fear can we transform. But there's also, it talks about how to make the most of the 10 new moon wishes that we get every new moon, and especially around the Pisces energy. I'm a Pisces moon. So this is a great moon for me. And so maybe that's why I'm a little hyper and just feel pulled upward. So be sure to check that out. And of course, happy Pisces season to all of you Pisces sun babies. If you haven't checked out this yet, this is a pick a card for the whole Pisces season that runs like February 19th to March 19th. And for all of you Pisces sun babies, there's a special bonus reading, a 3-month forecast for you. So be sure to check that out. And if you have any Pisces suns in your life, be sure to forward them the link and just wish them a happy birthday from the bruddaZEN. All right. And then, of course, we have every Sunday, we have a new podcast episode. I have a podcast that just came out about a month or so ago, which is From Chaos to Cozy. It's all about our journey. We come down here from cozy, experience chaos, and then we start moving back to cozy again. And this is that. So episode 5 comes out on Sunday as well. So if you want to catch up, the link to the playlist is also listed there for you. What else? What else? What else? I think the last thing I just want to mention is I did introduce life purpose readings or personal readings. They're half off until the end of this month. And so if you want to check out and see what's included in those, you can check out that link there below as well. All right. I think that's everything I want to deal with right now. So we'll move all those out of the way. If you are new to my channel or new to these readings, welcome. How the readings work is we go down first come, first serve for the free readings. And if I receive any donations, I do honor that energy exchange. I step outside of the free readings, dive deeper into those, pull extra cards, and then when I'm done, I return back to the free readings and continue down the list. So that's how that will work. We're going to be using this beautiful Arcanus Animal Tarot today, and that is going to be what we're looking at. I think that's everything. Yep. All right, let's give them a shuffle and we'll get into it. I don't have any donations yet, so we'll start at the very top for the free readings, which is JJJ. Hey, Brenda, I do have PayPal. If you look in my the description box of the video, it lists my Venmo, my PayPal, my Square, and all of those things. I think I might even have it here. Yeah, here it is. I'll just pop it into the chat here. Here's all of the links there, right there. Look at there, how convenient. All right, so let me move that out of the way. All right. All righty. So, JJJ, here we go. Let me just highlight you here so I know where I'm at. All right, and you want to know how can you choose the accurate one? All right, let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know here. What does Spirit want you to know here? All right. The Knight of Wands, the accurate one, follow the energy. The Knight of Wands is the pursuit or the quest of the Ace of Wands, which is knowing the energy and trusting the energy. So I feel like how you find the accurate one is you get in tune with your own energy, right? You go to this place of clarity. And when we're in lower vibration, like anything related to fear, you know, fear of failure, fear of losing conditional love, this lower vibrational emotions and energies, it's very loud, it's very chaotic, a lot of static. So it's hard to hear and hard to gain clarity. But the more we raise our love vibration by removing thoughts that don't serve us anymore, emotions that don't serve us anymore, cleanse our energy, our aura, doing all that and getting into a quiet space, we can see things more clearly as we raise our vibration. And then that's how you are able to choose accurately, because once you're in tune with that, you see things from a higher perspective. Plus, at the higher vibration of gratitude, unconditional love, and joy, and laughter, and peace, that's where spirit's frequency is at. And so you can tune into them too, and you get all of their input, and they will tell you. If you ask them of your free will, hey, can you tell me which of these is the accurate one? Which one is the one for me, or which one is the one that's from my highest experience? Please make it obvious. They will give you information to make it a no-brainer decision and awareness. But it's just takes us turning inward and upward and raising that love vibration. So hopefully that makes sense, JJJ. And that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right, Brenda, thank you so much. It did come through here, so thank you for that. And let me just scroll down here. All right. And I am doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well. So you don't know what's happening between Eric and you. It looks like things aren't working between us, and you'd like to know how he feels about today's little situation and last night too, where our relationship is at. All right, let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know. with this relationship with Eric. What's happening here? One of those. So those two. What else? Mm, okay, let's take a look here and see what's happening here. Okay. Yeah, I see here there is a lot. Well, I don't know if we talked about this with Eric before, but we've got the Eight of Swords, which in the middle of all of this, they really are looking at a lot of their own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made them feel blinded and bound and trapped before. So they've got a lot of this energy of, and it's good, it's flowing energy, but they're looking at a lot of fears, a lot of stuff they've had from the past that yeah, they just had a lot of blockage, before, with this 9 of Wands. Got the 9 of Wands, which is, perseverance, but it's also about hitting our heads up against a wall over and over and over again. And the Four of Cups here, what they've been searching for is this emotional stability within themselves, but they've been having this block that hasn't been able to get, where they've been able to get through there. And, we do have here, it looks like they're investing so much energy, the 10 of Wands, into the outside world, the King of Pentacles. Don't know if this sounds familiar to you. It just feels familiar, which I get this message every once in a while, but, they have this 10 of Wands where, so much is invested in getting the coin and feeling the outside world of, you know, feeling wholeness and completeness, but related to, possessions and money and education and social status and job. And, it's all this physical stuff that they've invested so much energy into, going up. Right. And so I do like this, that they're, questioning these things. They're looking at these things and, uh, going to this place in their life where they're trying to understand it all, right? And I just feel like the bottom, I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, so the energy on the bottom of the deck before I show you these other cards is that confirms all this here, it's the card of lack, of feeling abandoned, being left behind, being left out in the cold. And that's why they're so, that's why they're kind of, I would say, overcompensating. And either they were not given a whole lot, they grew up poor, they had a lot of stuff that was going on when they were younger. And we got the King of Pentacles, which is them trying to, handle and take care of these old feelings and thoughts. So it makes sense where this drive comes from. But they're so driven to the outside world that I just feel like they don't have a whole lot of energy left over for, like, emotional things, if that makes sense. Because we've got here too the Three of Cups and the Emperor, which they are trying to get control over their life, trying to find out what it is they truly want. And the Three of Cups, though sometimes it can mean third party, I feel like it's not so much like an emotional third person that they're romantically interested. I just feel like there's a lot of third party um influence in their life. A lot of people telling them, that's what this emperor is like. A lot of people, a lot of advisors, self-appointed advisors, blah 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 about their life, right? And telling them you should do this, you should do that, blah 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 blah. Blah. And I just feel like a lot of family, not so much friends or any like that, but I just feel like a lot of pressure from family about all this stuff about, telling them they need to roll their world and you need to get your life together and blah, 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 blah. And they have all these, it's just, if you ever like watch the old movies, I like the old Korean movies and stuff where they have the kings and they're all dressed in their old garb and everyone's around them. Just everyone has their ideas and they're all just, finally, they're just like, all right, thank you. Clear the room, clear the throne room. And then they make a decision and I feel like that's kind of where they're at. They're almost to that point, but they got a lot of influence. So I feel like, that um they just have so much energy that's being poured into the outside world that it seems like there's conflict between the two of you, but I just think they're tired and exhausted and irritated by everyone else's emotions and really pay attention to the moon energy too. I feel like he's influenced by the moon, like we had Sagittarius moon on Sunday, Monday, and then we went into Capricorn Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then we have Aquarius energy, you know, that goes on until tonight. And then we go into Pisces energy. And so we're going from, fiery to, we should go from fire to earth to air to fire to back again, I'm sorry, to water, back to fire, and we just keep going. And if it feels like they're on a roller coaster, I don't know if if are they a cancer sign or a moon sign, but or what their moon sign is, but I feel like they're very influenced anyway, just emotionally all over the place because of the influences of the moon on them, as well. So just a lot going on with them here, and we'll take a look here. Yeah, all right, and then we'll take a look here. So, um, are you guys going to see each other tonight? And I feel like everything is okay here between the two of you. I just feel like they're a mess, and they don't have a whole lot of emotion to give. And I feel like that's why you appear like if you push and you're wanting things, that's why they pull back because they don't have a whole lot to give. Oh my god, the Queen of Wands. So this is action and movement and connection. There's a lot of passion that's here. So, passion they're able to give, right? They're like, "Hey, I love the energy and physical attraction," but they don't have a whole lot of emotion to give at this time, right? Because they got these blocks to those things here. Will you see each other tonight? Got the Knight of Cups, so it's movement of emotion, So I feel like there is this, connection, this movement. Knight of Cups is a movement card. With these two here, I feel like you guys do get together, and I feel like everything is okay from their standpoint, but they don't expect a whole lot. I don't feel like they're focusing in on all this outside stuff, and I just feel like on your side, um, yeah, I mean, you can ask them. I mean, you can with this Knight of Cups, it's his action, so but do it in a way of, yeah, see, he's got a whole lot of shaking and rattling going on in his life with the Devil card too. So just understand, I feel like they wanted to let you know that they're going through all this mess, and if you want to, push them away, then it's if we have demands and if we, push into, or have any kind of um, lower vibrational like energy with them, they're like, I already have enough of that and I just need a break. It's I feel like they're manipulated a lot by people in their life, and more so I feel like mother and sister or aunt energy where they'll act sad and upset. Oh, you're not going to do that for me, and he's been manipulated all his life through what I call the sadsies, where people, they're like, oh, you're not going to do that. Oh, I was hoping it. Now my whole day's ruined. You know, And so if we go about it, with hey, I'm excited to see you tonight. Anything I can get you? Anything you need? If it's upbeat and positive in your source of light for them, then they're like, oh, thank God, there's a source of just, someone who's not wanting something from me. And I feel like everyone is just so demanding of him. That's why he's going through all that stuff. And I feel he just needs someone that is just loves them for him or wants to spend time just with them with no pressure, no rules, no anything. And with that, they're just like, So if you're a source of that, then that's what I would say, hey, I'm excited to see you tonight. And, I don't know what you guys are doing, if he's coming over, you're going over, whatever. Just say, hey, I just want to know if there's anything special you'd like. Are you craving anything? And, if you want to get him a snack or if make him something or whatever, it's like, or I was thinking of making cookies. What's your favorite cookie? They're like, whoa, just if it's about like, get rid of all expectations and just have gratitude for who they are right now because they really need that. If you want to draw them, and give them that place. If you want to push them away, then just demand a lot of them, and they'll go away. So hopefully that helps, Brenda. But it feels fine. I feel like it's this them. They got a lot going on, um, and and I feel like you're becoming a safer and safer place where they feel comfortable expressing emotion and some of their, with although they're lower vibrational, it's like they feel like they can at least share with you, whereas the other ones would just reject them and it would just cause hell, to break loose. So hopefully that helps, Brenda. So hang in there, my dear. Woohoo! That's why I've been single for over a decade. The best relationship I've ever had. I can stand myself. All right. Okay, very good. Very good. All right. So many blessings to you. Thank you again for your donation. And then Infinity is one. Thank you for your donation. Yeah, it looked like he was going to, with the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups. So it feels like everything feels like it's on track still. So it looks good. All right, Infinity. So, hi, would Tex and you make a good couple? All right. Well, it depends what you mean by good, right? Let's take a look here. And thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, and anyone new coming in, you don't have to ask to post questions. The chat is the list. You can just put your question out there. And I do go down in order, first come, first serve for the free readings and donations. I step out and complete those, dive deeper, and then I return back to the free ones and go down in order after that. All right. So let's take a look here. Would Tex and you make a good one? You're very welcome, Brenda. All right, let's see what do we have here. All right, so we've got 3 and 1 and 3. So let's take a look here. I feel like each one is what you bring in, and what's the middle? All right. All right. So, the middle card which is the combination of you two is the world card. I feel like you guys are from two different worlds. It almost feels like, well, maybe not two different worlds, but each of you is a different world than they normally pick like a relationship from, if that makes sense. The fish bowl that you get your fish out of, or it's like it's different. And I feel like you're not each other's normal type, which is good because how well has that worked before? So I feel like what they bring in here, we've got the Hanged Man, so they do see things from a different perspective. They're in a bit of a transformation too with the Hanged Man. Um, it looks like here with the 7 of Pentacles, they are patient in, even the Hanged Man is it takes time for transformation. Caterpillar isn't like a instant, put it in the toaster, it's done. Takes time for it to unfold. So with the Seven of Pentacles, so they are kind of a slow moving individual. And the Four of Wands, though, is a joy celebration. They do have this, joy that's inside. And I feel like they're more of a, it's interesting. Well, maybe text, the Four of Wands feels like I spent like I don't know how many years. Let's see, 13 to 29, about 16 years in San Antonio. I'm like, I'm the marrying kind. I want to put a Southern accent in there. I'm the marrying kind. I don't just go around. I like that. So I like this energy for him here, and I feel like you bring in really sassiness with the Nine of Wands. This sense of self that you have, of your power. And I feel like they like that. Um, I'm hearing, I always like redheads. It's like you have this redhead personality of feistiness and, but they like that. Also, you've brought in where you've transformed a lot of your lower vibrational emotions and moved it over here too. So I feel like they like that, they like someone who is very energetic, not low energy, not focusing on, hurt feelings all the time. And he likes that. And you got like, and you're mentally stable. That's funny. Not funny that you would be. It's funny that they would look at that as a strength. Like, you know what? You're mentally stable because I think the people he ended up with before, he's just like, whoa. So I like this for you. I feel like you guys would. It's not that you're opposites, but you're uniquely different enough from almost from like different planets that it works. And I like that it's hilarious and challenging, and I feel that they're really down to earth and steady, but they can also be, uh not a trickster, but like a funny play practical joke kind of person. I like their energy with all of that. So I like it for you. Infinity is one. I just feel like it's going to be different from anything else that you've ever had. Um, but I like it. It feels compatible. It feels I don't know, just different enough, but you have enough of this of the important things in common. But it's you get to explore totally different worlds if that makes sense. But I like it. So that's what they got for you, Infinity. So many blessings to you. All right, I think that's it here. Let me just make sure here. You're welcome. You're like, that makes sense. Very good. All right. So I think that's it for the donations. I'm going to scroll to the top, and we left off with Dollface Diva, and you wanted messages from Spirit. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. We got the Nine of Cups, emotional, dreams come true, full and overflowing. And I like this. I feel like there's this blessing of joy that's being poured down upon you right now. And it just feels like all of your planets are aligned. And I don't feel like it's anything that you're doing or have done or anything. It's just a gift. I love this. It's just a gift from Spirit. They're saying, you know what? We just, we, you know, we just wanted to give you this outpouring of joy in your life. And I just feel like you just wake up here in one of these next couple days and you're just in this place of like, I don't know why I woke up, but I just feel like I woke up being hugged, and it just follows you all day long. And you're just in this little, you can't help but smile. And you just feel this warmth around you and this support. You just feel like you're glowing, and it's just a gift. And so when it happens, don't think you're, having a brain aneurysm or whatever. Just go, oh, wow, thank you. Thank you for this. And let it be a day of gratitude. I like it. So that's what's coming in for you, Dollface Diva. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. That's good to hear, Infinity. Too funny. All right, Mia, hello, hello. So you want to know, are the 21st and 22nd of March 2 good days to send your letter to F, the best day for him to receive it alone with no distractions? So let's take a look here. Yeah, looks like it here. You got the Hermit card, so they are definitely alone with no distractions. Hermit, all to themselves. So that would be a yes. I love it. How fast of an answer is that for you? They definitely would be in a hermit mode and without any distractions. So affirmative on there. I like it. So many blessings to you. Good to see you. And then Hot Sun. Hello, hello. What are Matt's intentions and next actions towards you? And the bottom of the deck. Sure, let's take a look here. So you've got the Magician is on the bottom of the deck here. And the card that came out, I mean, you've got the Two of Cups. So the intentions and next actions are all about important relationship. I mean, Two of Cups is a love combination here, and the Magician is about taking action, is about, manifesting and movement and progression, right? And it's starting and sparking. So it feels like this is it just feels like that's their intention. That's what the Magician card is all about, intention, right? It's the manifestation, it's the master manifester. So it feels like this is the type of what their intentions are. Now, in next actions, it feels like they're going to take action for it. But how well they do it, I don't know. Why do I get the sense that they're just not very good at uh I don't know, relationships or communication? I just feel they're not very good at communication. They just they live in their head and it doesn't get out through their mouth very well. But there you go. So use your intuition. Boo 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 boo. It's like you're gonna have to read between the lines with them, right? But that's what I feel is coming in there for you. So many blessings. You're welcome, Mia. All right. And then DFS, you're up. General reading for March. Absolutely. Let's see here. What do they want you to know for March here? All right. We got the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is all about, decision making that's coming in. You can see how they're blindfolded, which is, about any decisions that have to be made. It's real important to give your heart a seat at the table in addition to the brain, because it is about closing your eyes and opening your heart when it comes to making decisions in March. And that makes sense because March, I mean, we've got so much going on with eclipse energy, Pisces energy. I think we've got 4 or 5 planets in Pisces right now, too. We got a Pisces new moon coming up on Sunday. So there's a lot of emotional energy that's out there. So a lot of emotional information that you can, stick your hand down into and glean and grasp this. So making decisions by the mind this month doesn't tend to go so well with just the mind, because the heart is so expressive. It's like the heart is having a riot, and it's like, I need to be heard. I need to be heard. Don't make me make signs and picket you. It's like, all right, let's come have a seat at the table, heart. We'll take what you want in consideration as well. So I like that for you for the month of March, and that's what's coming in. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. Hey, Mia, thank you so much for your dual donation. As soon as I see you pop your question down there, we'll pop down there. You're welcome, DFS. All right, but for the sake of time, I'll continue down here. So, Ateshi Singh, what will the new moon in Pisces bring to your external reality? Ah, very good. And I have a pick a card that talks about, the new moon in Pisces. So if you look at that, I posted it here, and then it's of course on my playlist too. But can get some extra information there, as well as what you can do to make the most of the new moon wishes too. So be sure to check that out. Be sure to check that out. You got the moon card. So really, it's amazing here what will come into your external reality through this new moon. It all depends on how you use your moon energy. And I love this, that perfect in what I was just saying, because we have such power around birthing things and drawing things in by what we do with that energy. And so it's very, very powerful, very, very, of course, spiritual, and it's the 12th house energy that we connect with Pisces. So this is like Pisces energy as well. So we've got this great energy coming in here for you. Um, I like this. It's um, make your wishes is what I keep hearing, is just make your wishes, and then follow the steps of voicing them, writing them out, seeing them happening in your head, feel them happening in your heart, and let that energy flow through. And any physical action you can take towards what these wishes are, and you'll see amazing things come into fruition with them. Very powerful energies. So hopefully that helps, Ateshi, and many blessings to you. Right. All right, Mia, thank you for your dual donation. So appreciative. Let's give that first one some love and a like there. Dear Zen, so how does M feel now towards you after your last conversations? What intentions does he have? All right, so let's take a look here and see, first of all, so what is M? What are their feelings towards you right now after your last conversation? And intentions. Okay, let's take a look here. Well, I do, on the bottom of the deck, you've got both the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like there will be new communication. The intention is to communicate with you again here in the future, with both of those cards coming out underneath. And so there is this energy. Let me see here. All right, wow. All this major arcana stuff. My goodness. So, you've got the two cards coming out together. Their feelings here with the High Priestess and the Nine of Pentacles. I don't know why they get this feeling that you enjoy your alone time. What is this about? Because the High Priestess, she steps out of the chaos, steps up and out into um her High Priestess temple, and the Nine of Pentacles as being like away from the outside of the world. Okay. And so they have this impression that, you want to meet them not out in the public, not out in all this noise, that they've got this impression of you that you like quietness, you like quality, and not shallowness and all this noise and all this stuff going on. At least this is his impression. So I feel like they're like, okay, I get this, right? And you know, it they've got this information, not this information, but this energy of the devil card, which is, they're really, I feel like they're in a place where they're like being shaken up and a lot of stuff going on. Um, and I feel like, don't know if you guys have talked about this, but they get the impression that you've been through a lot. Not in a courageous, strong way, and they're kinda just like, "Damn," I it's like you have, overcome a lot, and you've had to break away from a lot, and I just feel like they're like, um there's this sense of strength within you, like this inner you think you gave him this impression? Because I do, I feel like, they have this, like, not that they're intimidated, I don't like that energy because it doesn't feel like that, A little bit, just a little bit of like, wow, wow, and a little in some of this admiration, I guess is a good word. Admiration and um, like, wow, I didn't realize, and there's this impressed thing of, they're like, "You're strong," and I like that. And then, they do see here, and this is rolling around underneath, Page of Cups and Lover's card. So there is this, emotion that's there, this attraction that's here, and, that they can see like, "Wow, you know, you're someone that would make a great partner." And they see this the Page of Cups isn't just like new love, but it's heightened love. And it's like, I like telling you that you're not normal because that's what I feel that they say, that, there's this, wow, you're more aware, you're aware of yourself and you have a lot of self-confidence and lot of self-love. And I just feel like with all the things that you've shared with them that you've gone through and you've overcome and stuff, they're like, "Wow, you're not you're not needy," is what I would say. Is one of the big things that is intriguing is the word I was looking for, but I just feel like it is that way. It always comes out I'm not normal, right? Which is great, because the norm they're bored with and they're like, "Wow, intriguing." So instead of weird, well or not normal, we'll say you're intriguing because that is the energy. Yeah, I don't mind either. I'm Aquarius, we like being called weird. I'm like, "Yes, thank you. I don't wanna be average." So that's what I feel is coming in with that right now. So I feel like they will be reaching out and wanting more communication as well, with that. All right. And then let's give your second one some love and a like here too. And so, as per how you changed your message now, what will be his feelings and intentions once he reads it? Okay. So let's take a look here and see if the wording change. What's the what's the receipts here? You'll stay quiet for a while. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look here. Let's see what has changed with this. Wow, all of these definitely a lot of major arcana here. I mean, we've got we've got this combo. So these two came out together with the chariot, which is victory, but you also the devil card is the shaking up and making them think a whole lot, right? It's like, wow. So you put a lot on their mind and you trigger a lot of thought and reflection of stuff, some long held beliefs and stuff that they've had too. So you really have this, you know, shaking and rattling and rolling there. The Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like it's whatever the outcome that the Wheel of Fortune is that your human is pleased with it, because that's the wheel of for you, the for tune, the tune of for you. And so it does say that your human is pleased with the outcome of the the rattling that you created. I know you love yeah, right. You love doing the you know shaking up the hornet's nest, right? You're like, let's challenge your thinking, let's challenge your emotions. Because even here, you've got the Seven of Cups. They got some emotional, I wouldn't say confusion, but this shaking and this rattling. And the King of Cups, though, is balanced, head and heart. So it helps with I like it because it's like you like the challenge. You like, you don't like being the status quo and you just so you do shake things up and they're like, "Whoa," but they like it, and yeah, I feel like excuse me, that they balance out this energy. They're like, "Okay, wait a minute. Let me get my mind and my heart balanced." And I feel like they do that, even though you rattle them at first, um, it just because it triggers things. It triggers thoughts and feelings and stuff, and they're like, "Okay, wait, 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 wait. Can we step back? I just need to let me just take a breath," and then they come in there. I like them. I like them for you. King of Cups also was one of my cards in the deck whenever I'm talking about relationships. That's like a good match, a good compatibility, because they are balanced with their head and their heart. They can communicate their emotions. They can connect to their head. So it feels very positive here. I just feel like it's like, whoa, 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 wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. And so and then they calm down. Calm down. So I like that for you, Mia. And thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. And Natalia, 23, thank you for your donation. Let's give that some love and a like there. All right. So the Travis the Leo, his energies towards you. Hola. Let's take a look here. You're welcome, Mia. All right. So Natalia, let's see what's going on with this Travis. This Travis character. What's going on with this Travis character? What are his energies towards you? What are your intentions toward our Natalia? Right. Let's take a look. All right. All right. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Well, it's interesting. Do you like it when I start off a reading like that? So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is these feelings of abandonment, being left behind, being left out in the cold, really runs underneath the surface here. And so, when the first cards come out here, it makes sense that they are wanting to, put an end to that, with the Death card. They want this ending of the Five of Pentacles and these feelings of always fearing being left behind or abandoned. And the Four of Pentacles is about finding a place that feels like home with someone that they won't want to leave. That this stability, that comes in because the Five of Pentacles is a feeling of instability, and that you never know when the other foot's going to drop and they're going to be gone, right? And that's why we have here, feels like they've had past relationships where with the Nine of Swords, which is nightmares and insomnia, with third parties coming in and people cheating on them and, leaving them for other people, that kind of energy that feels like below the surface, which is part of where all this this beliefs and feelings of lack come in that they're trying to overcome. And it goes back, to back in the earlier years of their life too, that come in here. And so they've got a lot going on with these fears of, you know, being abandoned, that there's a third party and different things like that. And so they do have, I mean, even on the bottom of the deck under the Five of Pentacles is the Ten of Wands. Talk about so many fears, so much that's exhausting, that comes in here, as well with that. Um, they've got a lot of internal conflict between their head and their heart. And then you had said he didn't respond to your message, and I just feel like they are like this, you know, in this inner conflict, these fears that just battle between their head and their heart, um, and that is gives them hesitancy. But for the most part, it just feels here like they're with the Eight of Wands and the Judgment card. The Eight of Wands is a lot of energy and passion, and the Judgment card is like their higher self calling them to this higher place in their lives. And I feel like so much is about them doing a lot of inner reflection, but I feel like they're also very busy pursuing what they feel is their dream, if that makes sense. And so I don't feel like they have a ton of energy that's left over, especially when they fear, the energy they invest, you know, is going to be taken and stolen, or it's going into a black hole, because it's like investing. If you have this thought, like if you've not that I've ever played the stock market, but just let's say, just for the example, playing the stock market, and every time you invest it loses and you lose the money. It's like if you're strapped for cash, you're not gonna invest in the stock market because you feel, "Well, I'm gonna lose the money anyway." And I feel like that's the kind of energy they have, is they're investing all the energy they have available pretty much in this dream, pursuing this stuff, and they just have had so much disappointment in the past that they feel like, "Well, this is just gonna be like all the rest, and I'm focused on this." And so there's not a whole lot of energy invested towards that. Um, yeah, I don't think they have a whole lot of love energies towards themselves, you know. That's why I feel like, there's that a meme about, people can't give you what they don't have for themselves. And if they don't have a whole lot of love for themselves, which is where all this lack and everything comes from, then they're giving what they can, which is right. It's a drop. You're like, that's it. It's like when you go to those restaurants and the plate's this big and there's a little thing in the middle, and you're like, where's the meal? Someone dropped something on this plate. This is the kind of feeling, that comes in here. So, it feels like they're just so consumed with, that's where they define themselves with, is the success of this business, this dream, their money, and not so much, of that there. So so that's what their energies are towards you right now. Okay. And then we'll jump back into the energy there in a moment. I'm just gonna go in order here. So I'll be right back to you, Natalia. Thank you for your additional donation. We'll get into the grittiness of that and find out what's going on. All right, and then Infinity is one. Thank you for your additional sticker with a rainbow. And I know, how can you best support your friend M on his journey? Do you reach out more and initiate hanging out, and do I let him alone? All right, great question. Let's just shuffle these up. See what we have here. So how can you best support them? What does Spirit recommend here? And I do want to that one and that one and this one. All right. Yeah, boy, they do got a lot going on, don't they? Yeah, they are definitely going through this death and rebirth and this transformation in their life. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's like the equal giving and receiving that's coming in here. So I would say that this is, you're like, do I reach out more or do I let them alone? Yes. It's like here and there and here and there. I just feel like follow your heart, you know, you can't do wrong. There's no wrong choice, is what I feel from Spirit. It's, you can reach out, and then if they don't respond, you just let them be. And if they respond, then you respond to their response. And it's equal giving and receiving. It's not you going way, way overboard. I don't feel like that's the type of person they are. They find it hard to ask for help. I feel like they're an overgiver themselves, and so um, just offer and let them say no, and then offer again, and a little later, and if they say no, just honor it. But I like it here. It does feel like they're investing a lot of energy, which I like to see here. That they are taking control here with the King of Wands, with the Eight of Cups, and so they are looking into their emotional state, and looking at what emotions they can leave behind and what other relationships with other people who are the, energy, not energy vampires. It's that they overgive to, that they've taught not to give back to them, and so they're learning a lot about their giving and receiving, and these relationships that they've had, and where they're investing all of their energy to. Here with the Queen of Pentacles is about mother nature, mother nurture, nurturing themselves. The 10 of Wands is they're really evaluating where they're investing all of their energy too. So they definitely have this you know self focus, so we want to give them the time to do that. um but so balanced. I feel like with the 6 of Pentacles, they usually have like a, you know scales, and so it's like, just balance it, not overdo it but not underdo it, just follow your heart. And then, oh, I like that, respond to their response. And don't and of course, with all of this too, don't feel like you're responsible for their emotions and all of that. Just let them know, hey, you want to do something. And if you're the one that reaches out, and it's also being aware of, that you don't have to overgive into it, that take care of yourself. Let that be a mirror for you, and go, where am I investing my energy? Let me invest my energy in myself. And when I feel like, not out of obligation or fear, or that I need to solve their problems or anything, but just because, hey, I was thinking about you. Do you want to go to coffee, or do you want to hang out? Do you want to do anything? And if they're like, no, I can't right now, I'm like, all right, let me know. And then go on and do what you want to do. I like it. There's this freedom that comes from this. um, yeah, but there's no, no have to, supposed to, need to, should. Just follow your heart. I like that. All right, very good. I'm glad that helps. Many blessings to you. Then Mia, thank you for your additional donation. I appreciate you. And for the last, you're so funny. One for the last. So last check on F. Deep feelings and desires for you. After he'll read your letter. Next time you ask the question, he will have read it. Ooh, uh-oh. Let's take a look here. So based on current energies, all right. that one's coming through. What else? This one, and then that one. All right. Wow. We got the 2 of Wands here. We get this a lot, right? Just 10 days away, countdown. And the 2 of Wands, really there's this, this is one of the power of energetic choices that come in here, right? And we've got this here. We've got the Hanged Man that's coming in here, which they're in this transformation, right? They're going through this changing from a caterpillar to a butterfly, or this is what their feelings and desires are. And it says for you, I feel like they're super focused on themselves. Do we get that a lot with them? I feel like we do. I'm not sure, but it just feels like they're in this transformation. It's all me. It's about me. It's me. And the energy that they're attracting into their life. And, that's why they have like the star card here, which is them going after their dream come true. And what's my dream? And, they're focused in on that. And even the sun, this is lower Leo vibration energy that's coming in here with this, which, um, every zodiac sign has a lower expression, a higher expression. So when a Leo energy is on a lower vibration of fear and instability, it's look at me, I need to be in the spotlight. It's all about me, it's all about me. And this is what I feel like they're in here. All of this energy that's coming in is after the letter. I just feel like they're going to make it about themselves. And um I just feel like that's what it is. It's just like I was waiting for more, and they're like, "No, period." They're gonna make it about themselves, period. I was waiting like, and?" And they're like, "No, that's all. They're gonna make it about themselves. It's all about me. It's all about how it impacts me and how my life is, and, you know, it's always about what I'm not getting, through everything." Right? I know. It's more like, oh, face palm. Oh, God. But are you surprised? I feel like this is what they've been quite a bit. I just feel like you're seeing things more clearly, especially as you are meeting individuals who are more communicative and, will are more in alignment with like what you are. I just because this is F at the other place. This isn't M where you're going, right? Because it just feels like they're all about, you know, wow, what am I gonna do? It's not like, wow, I'm happy with that you're getting to go where you're wanting to go, and I'm da da da, and blah 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 blah. It's no, what about me? It's about me. And I feel like, and I think we talked a little bit about this before. It feels familiar, which is that they like the getting the poor me attention from people around them, and and that's why it's about me, and I don't feel like they, yeah, well, how, like, if you know um I just feel like, because aren't you letting them know that you're moving, and this type of thing away? Because isn't F like where you're at now, and M is where you're moving to? I don't know if I'm seeing this right in my what they're showing me here, but it just feels like, um okay, that they're, like, making it all about them, like, "Well," well, it's like they'll tell their friends, "Oh, I got dumped," or "They left me," or, I'm alone again. Oh, here, let me buy you a beer," you know? Oh, 100 times, okay. Think it'd get in my head eventually, right? But, I just feel like that's what it comes into, is they make it all about them, and it's like, "Alright, what are you gonna do?" Um Oh, no. And, because you never know, what if they went through a near-death experience and they're changed? Unlikely for them, but I do feel like they've, you know, I don't know, like, relapsed into, because I felt like they were starting to start to look outside of their boundaries, but something happened that brought them back in, where they're just like, "No, it's safer in here. I'm just gonna." They get the poor me attention. They get the you know oh, like their mom, "Come here, oh, let me fix you your meal. You're the meal that you love. Cheer up." Everyone tries to cheer them up, and so they get a lot of attention. So I'm glad you're moving away. But so that's what's coming in for you, Mia Mia. Hang in there, my dear. So it's all about them. Don't expect, anything super, you know, evolved or enlightened. Just more about the what's always happened to me. So we have that here. Hadisa, no, not yet. I'm still doing some donations right now. All right, Natalia, back to you. Thank you so much for your extra donation there. I appreciate that. And you wanted to know here, will he overcome all these fears, right? And contact you. And when, when is this, is it worth the wait? Yeah. Can you tell me timing? Right? It's like, spirit guides, help me. I just need to know. All right, let's take a look here. else. All right. All right. Well, you gotta love spirit. So, I do see here that they do. You got the 10 of Wands, which is an ending of where they're investing all their energy, and it's just like they get burnt out. And the King of Cups comes in where they do balance their head and their heart. So I do like that. That does tell us, like, will he overcome his fears? Well, he definitely balances things out. He takes some time here, though, with the Hermit card. Here's the 7 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Here's all of this, fears and feelings and thoughts that have robbed him, thieved, and kept him up at night, and all that kind of stuff. And so it is going to take them to go into this hermit mode, which it feels like that's what they're doing here. But I feel like they'll not that they'll have a nervous breakdown, but I feel like they're just going to get exhausted here. Um, with the 10 of Wands, it's just like investing so much energy, and they can't do it anymore, and so they just have to, like, stop. They either get sick, not like deathly sick or something like that, but it's just like I don't feel like they take forced R&R, and so that they end up getting, the flu or something like that, nothing too extreme to where they just or hurt their back, something where they can't move, and they're sick, and they just have to stay in bed for a couple days, a few days. And I just feel like it makes them realize, how much am I, investing in that? Oh, so this time then, yeah, with this hermit then. And I do feel here, I mean, they come out of here with the Emperor, which is them, you know, taking control of their life, doing this new energy of, what do I want? And I'm going to take action. I'm going to move forward. It's Aries energy. So that's good. We're moving into Aries season, March 19th, through April 19th. So maybe then is when they'll be popping in here, but they are, in this super reflection, and all of this 9 and 7 of Swords, you know, um, is all about this, their thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that everyone has told them that Emperor is this, taking control here. Will they reach out to you? Let me take a look here and just see, are they going to contact you? I feel like here we've got this, the Tower card and the Judgment card. I Natalia, I don't feel like they are going to here. The Judgment card is like your higher self calling you to a higher place, and it's like kind of this trust when someone's removed out of your life. And it's like, because when it's always for us, right? And so I feel like by the time they get through all of this, they still have these thoughts like, gosh, I messed up. Um, I don't, I it's like a little bit of embarrassment mixed in with, God, what a douchebag I was with ghosting and just letting it go. They deserve more than that. They deserve more than me. I'm just going to start fresh kind of attitude and energy, which is their human side. But I like the Tower coming for you and your higher self, drawing you to this higher place, because when people are removed out of our life, it is always for us. It's not like spirit going, "Whoops, sorry, lost him. I lost my grip and let him slip out of your life." No, you know, people and events and things, whatever, are always moved out of our life to make space for something that's more in tune with our higher self, that Judgment card, and to clear our path to move forward to. So, yeah, I don't feel like they're going to reach out with that. So, I feel like it's good for you to have experienced it, of course. It's not by accident, but I feel like it's okay for you to go, you know what? I'm able to, let go and move forward. knowing that I've learned what I've needed to learn and what I wanted to learn through this. But I'm good with knowing that I'm being moved from coach to first class. That's always an upgrade. We never get downgraded. It's always an upgrade, right? And so, um, that's coming forward there. So that's what's coming in for you, Natalia. I know, I know. What is it? What is it? But definitely reflect on what you learned about yourself through the experience, because it was a mirror for you, and whatever thoughts you had towards them about, wow, why did they stop communicating with me? It's like, oh, when did I stop communicating with myself, my higher self, right? It's like, oh, when did I put myself in the back and made them number one instead of me being number one? And they can be in the passenger seat, but no, not me in the back seat and they're driving the vehicle. I get to drive it, so I like it. All right. So hang in there. Again, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate that. All right. And human being, hello, hello. Shout out to, hey. No, I have about another hour left. So we got plenty of time, human being. Um, I'm on from 6 to 8 mountain, and it's only 7 mountain. So we're good. I'll give you some love and a like there. And yeah, shout out to one of my YouTube channel members. You'll see their name in green with little badges, and they're the ones that help fund these free readings. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, yep, Central. So here you go. I know, right? We got daylight savings time happening. I probably should start telling everyone that. I'll start tomorrow. Too that daylight savings times for those of you who do not across the world who do not have daylight savings time. We leap ahead in spring, so I'll be on an hour earlier than normal in your across your time zones. um, and I'll be tired. Hopefully next year they'll ratify it and get rid of it. They've been trying to get rid of it forever, but people are a little bit in resistance. Resistance. All right, so you want just a quick message of guidance. Yeah, it passed the Senate, um, but the House, it's a mess. Our House of Representatives is the most unproductive House in history of the United States, I think they said. So hopefully that'll change in November. Register to vote. Okay. So let's take a look here. Quick messages here for you. Oh, it looks like you got some movement here happening. Oh, yeah. Well, oh, but we like what it comes into to here. Just double check here. Okay. Sorry, just making sure there wasn't an emergency happening. Phone was blowing up. So you definitely have here this energy of, leaving emotions behind that no longer serve you, which is good. It's the emotional energies we have invested in whatever emotions are down below the surface. Usually it's 7 years old and younger, when our little inner child had no idea about what I do with all these emotions. It normally, instinctively, it cries, it throws a tantrum, or it laughs, right? And we're encouraged to do our laughter. Oh, what a cute little baby is laughing. But when we cry or throw a tantrum, no, 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 we're taught to push those emotions down. We don't know what to do with them. And so they start hanging around. But this Eight of Cups shows us that, it's a time to bring those up and also let go of relationships that don't serve anymore here. And it's all of this is part of bringing back a lot of emotional energy that you're storing up for something that you'll see here in a minute. Dun dun dun. And the Ten of Swords is also just exhausted trying. This is cleaning your mental house, getting rid of, like, you're just exhausted trying to live up to all these people's supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and must, all those expectations. And you're ready just to, all right, I'm done with this. I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And so you're releasing a lot of those small teachers rooted in fear. It's endings and beginnings and a lot of movement. So emotional and mental change right now. And I feel like it's what you've been doing, but I feel like with what we're going in here with Pluto going into Aquarius, we've got eclipses here on March 25th and April 8th. We've got a lunar and a solar eclipse, which is all about endings and beginnings on steroids. We're moving from Pisces, the last, suit in the zodiac, into Aries on March 19th. So we've got all this with that equalness of the equinox. So we got all this stuff coming in here. And so now is the time. It's like purging of major things going on. And here comes the tower. So a lot of you're doing a lot of all this stuff, and then you're going, hey spirit, grab a shovel, I need to get this stuff out. And then spirit is assisting you in doing those things that you've asked them to chunk out of your life before you came down here. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. So majorly chunking old ways of thinking, challenging all of that. I mean, it's the devil card, right? It's the Saturn return, and you're in Aries. Yeah, in Aries and then Pisces. So all of this beautiful, beautiful change here. But it's for a reason. Bum, ba-da-da-da. Pisces moon. I think we shared that, right? Because my Pisces moon too. Um, but it's all that's being done to prepare you for this relationship that's coming in here with the Two of Cups that's coming in. And the Six of Cups tells me that it's a past life connection, and that, all of that emotional energy that is being brought back, all this mental energy, all this stuff is being brought back to prepare you so that you have plenty in your emotional bank for this, which is great because I just feel like it's such a strong connection. Two of Cups, of course, is important relationship. I imagine it's probably going to be romantic unless you're already in one, but you never know. But the Six of Cups is, my past life connection card, which shows that there is this deep connection between. You're like, not yet, soon. But you meet them, and there's no doubt that you know who they are, because this energy that comes in is just like, what? Why am I so drawn to you? I feel like I know you from somewhere. And they're like, haha, nice pickup line. And you're like, ah, ha, ha. If you knew me, you know that I wouldn't do a ditzy, pickup line like that. I would do, do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by again? But there's this, Six of Cups draw to each other that comes in there. And I like this, that it's off from both sides too, and you just are like, hey, and you're all, hey, and so I like it. So it's a very that's your quick message of guidance, is to allow the release, do the release, follow that urge to purge from mind and heart and energy and physical stuff in the world too. It'll make its way out there. It's spring cleaning, right? So I like that. So I like that. You could be patient, right? Could be patient. Um, so yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe that tower is, or it could be a spark where suddenly this deeper, this deeper energy comes in. Although you just got the Hermit card. Uh-oh. So maybe. He's so busy. Yep. Not my problem. Yeah. When you work 13 hours a day, maybe you need to find a new job. and they're like, "No, but they prefer that over." It's like, "All right." And sometimes people, they are workaholics because they like to avoid things in life too, so oh, well, you'll see. We'll see how this unfolds. New passion. Just saying. All right. All right. We'll leave it alone now. Thank you for your time. All right. So let's see here. Okay. You are very welcome. And thank you for your donation. Good to see you. Thanks for your sense of humor. All right. And then Infinity is one. Thank you for your additional donation. Let's give that some love. And will you have children someday? All right. Let's take a look here and see what the spirit wants you to know. Okay. Anything else? No. What are these? Okay. Sorry, I'm just being nosy and digging a little deeper. Don't mind me. All right. I feel like there is possibilities here. Yeah. Let me see what these other cards are here. Yeah, see the tower came up again too. I feel like here we've got, you got the 5 of Wands, which is energetic conflict, and the devil card is Saturn and um Capricorn energy and this movement of things. And I just feel like there's some inner conflict that just needs to be transformed because the energy it's like the womb needs to be a safe place, and the energy around it wants it to be a safe place to come in. And we're like, why do you get that when we all didn't? Just kidding. But I feel like there's going to be something that happens here because the tower is about suddenness and something being moved out of the way to allow a path to move forward. And whatever this shaking up of this tower is that comes in, it is sudden, it is significant, and it brings in the Page of Wands, King of Pentacles. Here's that safety. The King of Pentacles is like a solid foundation in the outside world, ruling over the outside world. And the Page of Wands is a spark. It is, for me, that would be, a spark of pregnancy, of birthing that comes in here. Just feel like it takes time here, and maybe too much time with this temperance card where you go a different route. I don't know what that means, but I feel like you'll know what that means. The temperance is just waiting and waiting and waiting, and then the 3 of Wands is just, all right, you know what? Um, there's a different direction that is taken, um, to help bring that spark and to help bring that forward. You even got the 3 of Pentacles on the bottom, which does have to do here with, like, being true to your authentic self and creativity and from the outside world coming in here. And you do have the Wheel of Fortune underneath on the bottom too, so we like that coming in here with the Wheel of Fortune. And yeah, so we got that energy again. So, I feel like it's a yes. I just feel like there's just some beliefs and some energy that just needs to be changed because um it just feels like there's a lot of conflict that's uh happening, and both you need to be ready, and both, of course, the baby needs to be ready, or babies, if it happens to be two, or twins or triplets, if they run in your family, or if you're doing anything to, um, like, if you're trying to get pregnant and you're doing other things to, sometimes that you'll end up with more than one. Oh, be prepared. So that's what's coming in for you, Infinity. Hopefully that makes sense to you. This 3 of Cups on the bottom, just, it does tell me here, you know, again, emotional joy and celebration and a tribe and what was it? It takes a tribe to raise a child. Just feel like there's a lot of this need of support, emotional support around you too, which is interesting. So threes all over the place, right? So triplets. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe I'm not. All right. So that's what they have for you. Thank you again, Infinity. Appreciate that. Many blessings to you. Mwah, mwah. Get used to it. Mwah, mwah. Okay. Magician, hello, hello. Thank you so much for your donation. Let me give that some love and a like there. And you want to know, will you be in a serious relationship in 2024? Let me give these a shuffle, shuffle. See what we got going on here. You are very welcome. Serious, serious. You know, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Why do we want to be in serious relationships? I want to be in a funny relationship. Why are you so serious all the time? I want to laugh. All right. Well, before I look at your other cards, the card on the bottom of the deck here, you got the 10 of Cups, which is definitely signifying. Do you think that signifies love? I think it does. It does. So I like that. Let's see what we got going in here. All right. All right. Yeah. I mean, you've got here great energy. So you even have the King of Cups. The King of Cups for me, when I'm looking into a relationship reading, is like represents like I wouldn't say, perfect. It's the perfect person. It's like a very compatible person. Like it's like, wow, I'm so happy with this person kind of card. Because they're balancing between the head and the heart. And I like that. So we've got the King of Cups, which tells me, yes, again, affirming that there is. You got the Devil card. This is Capricorn energy, but it is someone who's very much a hard worker that really, you know, they're all about getting the job done and they're very focused in on the work and the reward, the work and the reward, which is good, right? You're like, yeah, bring home the bacon. And they're passionate too with the Ace of Wands. So I like this. It's someone that you don't know yet. Um, Ace of Wands is a new passion that's coming in for you here. And I do like it that, you know, it's a sassy type of relationship. It's very fiery, and I like this. There's a lot of passion. I mean, even on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Wands. Um, so there's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and I feel like this is what really draws you in because they see you as this fiery individual, with connection to spirit. But there's this with the 5 of Wands and that combination of all this together, I just feel like when you guys meet, um, let's see, you I don't need to lighten it up for you. You're like, just say it. You're a strong personality, and they are a strong personality, and that's what you appreciate. You know, you've had relationships where people are like, "Oh, yeah, whatever you need, whatever you want, whatever," and you're like, "Oh, come on." I feel like not that you like a fight, you know, but you like people who don't let you get away with your stuff, and they like it when you don't let them get away with their stuff. It's not rude, it's not mean, it's just and I feel like it's bantering almost too. Like, "What did you say?" And they're like, "Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." It just feels very bantery and very, um, passionate, and I like that. And I feel like that's what you both need, because again, I feel like you're 2 strong personalities, and you sometimes you feel like you have to dim your light. You have to play small for people because, oh, you're intimidating or blah blah blah, and you're just like, oh gosh, where's my shovel? you know. So I like this energy for you coming in. So yes, serious relationship. Yes, I'm very, very compatible with you. And I like it for you. So that's what they have for you, magician, and possibly a Capricorn. But it's someone very they can they're intelligent, so they match you in intelligence, you can that's where it's like, oh really? Well, let's just find out if you're right. Huh, what does that say? And they're like, "Ruh, ruh, ruh, ruh." What'd you say? Nothing, ma'am. But it's all, I love the bantering. So that's what they have for you, magician. I'm happy for you. um, I feel like I don't know why I feel like you're gonna meet at a celebration of some kind. I didn't get any cards on this. I just got it dropped in my head because I was wondering, maybe you were wondering where you were gonna meet, but it came flying in and an answer came flying in right after it. But I do feel whether it's a wedding or a celebration, a gathering, that whatever it is, it's like you meet them. It's like a friend of a friend or a friend of a family, or it's at a big gathering, but you meet someone, and again, it's someone brand new. But I like it. So be on the lookout. If you get wedding invitations, go accept, accept, accept. Just kidding. But that's what they have for you, magician. So many blessings to you, and thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So hey, Magana, welcome, welcome. No, thankfully, it's they gave you the Ace of Wands. That's probably why they gave you the Ace of Wands and said, "It's someone you haven't met before. It's gonna be brand new." I don't know why I'm so giddy. I think it's the new moon in Pisces interfering with my with my moon. All right. Yeah. Woo! All right. Many blessings, many blessings. All right. So I had left off earlier with Shanae Govender. Hello, Shanae. So you want to know, how does Z feel towards you, and when he contacts you, will he be serious this time? Really? I don't know. Really? Are they capable of being serious? I know I'm not. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Let's take a look here. you know, I feel like, how they feel towards you. We had this card come flying out here with, the star card here. It's like a dream come true. And, they look at you in this way of like, wow, you got everything there. And, will they be serious? They've got the magician card about the seriousness that came out after that. And, the magician, it has great intentions. It wants to manifest. It wants to have things happen. And even on the bottom of the deck, you got the world card, which is ending of old cycles and beginnings of new adventures. So it's like they're letting go of the old way that they used to act. So I feel like that they do realize, like, wow, I didn't I need to realize who you are, and see you in this light and treat you the way you deserve. And I feel they do take action on that, and they're gonna change up and act differently. So with all of that, I really do feel like, that they will be serious this time because they're more aware. Oh, yeah. I can understand, Shanae. So, with you know, stepping away, and I feel like they are realizing, wow, I didn't realize how good I had it kind of energy. And I feel like they want to do this, but when we look at intentions versus reality, and so when they do contact you, be okay with putting down boundaries, right? And going, okay, well, you say you've changed, but I want you to show me that you've changed. And you have 3 months. What, 3 months? Well, if you've changed, it shouldn't be a problem, should it? Because people can pretend here and there that they've changed, but to prove it, even 30 days, you can say 3 months, but in your mind, you're like, after 30 days of someone doing something consistently, they've changed their habit anyway. But, tell them 3 months and then let them prove themselves. And that's what I feel coming in. But I feel like they want to do it, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, right. So hang in there, Shanae. Hang in there. Hey, Kefian. Yeah, thank you. I just got the donation came through over here. So thank you so much for that donation. Let's take a look here. Oh, wow. So do they know the location of the twins? Okay, let's take a look here and see. Let's see what spirit wants you to know here. Do they know that? Well, I feel like they do because of you got 3 fours, which fours are stability, peace of mind with the 4 of wands, safe location, 4 of pentacles, joy, joy, celebration, 4 of wands. And then the other card that came out was the 9 of cups. And, the 9 of cups is like I feel like that they're out, whatever this dream come true, it's someone's dream is coming true with them. And so if that helps any, it's just it feels like someone with a 9, it's a hermit's journey. Cups is like trying to find your emotional dream come true. But I do feel it feels like they're safe, with all these fours. There's all this stability here. So I don't feel like there's, any danger involved here. Um, I mean, yeah, because we've got wands, swords, pentacles, and then emotions are off the charts in a positive way. So it feels like they're happy and everything's fine here. If that helps any. But I do feel like they know because I feel like they're like, well, they're safe and they're sound and all this kind of stuff. So I feel like, that they do know. Can I have confirmation that this person does know where they're at? Yeah, King of Swords. That's the mind. That's information. That's knowing things, a higher, mind. So I feel like they do know where they are. They have information at least all around it here. But I like that they're saying that, all around all 4 elements that they're stable and they're actually happy too. So hopefully that helps, Kefian. But I feel like they do know that King of Swords. They know stuff. All right. So you're very welcome. Hang in there. Much love to you. And thank you again for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Then we had left off with Melba B. Hey, Melba. For the exquisite reading and recognition. Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much for that. I see you ask a question here in a few, so we'll get down there. And then Cassidy, hello, hello. So you wanted to know, can you please have an ancestor message for what you need to know right now? All right, ancestors, now's your chance. Speak up. Let's take a look. Wow. I like this with the Page of Wands because this is them telling you that you are so much more powerful than you've ever been taught to believe. And, a big message that comes in with the Page of Wands energy is that, you're not in a baby seat in the back of a car and, creator and spiritual posse is the one driving and you're along for the ride. They're like, no, if you could know that you're the one in the driver's seat, creators in the passenger seat, and they'll control the radio and the air conditioning and heating and hand out the snacks and the nav system. they'll handle all that. You're constantly telling them through your energy what you want to, where you want to go and what you want to do. And then your spiritual posse, it's like you're driving a bus and behind you is all your spiritual posse and they're like, woo, woo, they're glad they're along for the ride. And so they're all going there. And so this message from your ancestors is that if we realize that it's not so much what we say and do, but it's our energy, our intention, what our focus is what draws things into our lives, right? So if we focus in on gratitude for things that we've loved in our life, when we have joy and laughter and peace and unconditional love, that's higher vibration. We draw in higher vibrational things, right? And when we focus on lower vibrational things like what we hate in our life, what we fear will come in and or leave our lives, or not come in or not leave our lives, what we feel is missing in our lives, or even wanting things in our life, when we're focusing on wanting and missing and hating, we're growing all that wantingness and all the missingness, and we're not getting the stuff because we're telling the universe, I like the wanting feel. It's like a little kid going into a donut shop. It's one of my favorite examples Spirit gave because I can picture it. A little kid going in, and there's the glass case with all the donuts, and there's donuts the kid hates, and he points at all the donuts he hates, and the baker loads up all those donuts and hands them to him, and he's like, "Ah, what are you giving me these for?" The baker is like, well, you pointed at those. That's like the creator. So the baker says, point at the donuts you love, and I'll give you dozens of those instead. And I love this message coming in because they're telling you have the power. If you don't like how something's unfolding, realize, okay, I drew this into my life. How am I going to change this energy? How am I going to change my story, my emotions, my energy, and my actions to draw in something new? So I like that for you. That's the message from the ancestors. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And Magician, thank you so much for your additional donation. Let's give that some love and a like there. All right. So what career this new person? All right. Well, let's take a look here and see what type of work they do. What will Spirit let us know? Give little tidbits, right? It's the scavenger hunt, discovering. So let's see here. Okay, those there. All right. Well, it looks like here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I know. It's pretty clear. But they just with the full card, they just have entered a new career, a new stage of their career at least. And we've got we've got the Hierophant, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. And the reason I was chuckling is because the Hierophant is like teacher energy. The Eight of Pentacles is about like doing the schoolwork and or studying, and the Four of Swords is peace of mind. And I like all of this. So I feel like they're in teaching of some sort. Um, it could be professor, it could be, and it could be that they were teaching for a long time and they got their masters and stuff, and maybe they're becoming a professor. I just feel like they've moved into this new stage of their life where it's exciting and new. And did I tell you that they were gonna maybe meet him at a wedding? Got the Four of Wands, which is the wedding energy. Um No! Oh, no. No, no. But, the great thing is that if we don't like someone, we know it's not them. So don't worry, because you had the Ace of Wands. Maybe that's why they gave you the Four of Wands too. It's gonna be a joyful celebration and a gathering where you meet them, and but I don't feel like you know them yet. So that's why it's like, "Whoosh, wipe your brow." It's like they know already. You're gonna meet them at a wedding. There's someone brand new, wands. So I like it. So they definitely are that, and I feel like here, I mean, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles. So you do feel here, that your human feels like it's a good thing and you feel, abundant and full from all this too. So if it's someone that you're like not wanting to be with, you're not going to be with them. You're not going to be, you know, spirit doesn't work with arranged marriages of, like, sorry, you like it or not, too bad. They'll make you fall Google eyes in love with them first, but it's always for us anyway. So I like that. So definitely, but I feel like they've moved to a higher, uh, he lives and comes back looking like new. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, but, yeah, I just feel like this is someone brand new, like, you don't know them yet. No history. You meet them at this event, and, they are like I said, I feel like they've are, like, newly have gone into the heightened place of their it's like, it's like someone who was a teacher and they got, moved up and completed their degree and now they're entering professorship at a college or something. It just feels very, very that. So I like it. You're so funny. And thank you again, Magician, for your extra donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, so funny. All right. Let's see. And I left off with Sen, S-E-N. I'm going to be on for about, let's see, 7:41, 51, for about 15 more minutes. And I have enough left here that I'm going to go I'll come back later this evening to finish out the free readings. I'm going to go to spend about an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members on my YouTube channel for our special session. And then I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be back and I'll finish out the free readings. And I will also be back tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time as well. And daylight savings time here in the United States on Sunday. We lose an hour, it gets ripped from our lives, where we leap ahead, we spring forward, where I will be on an hour earlier than normal for those of you across the world who do not celebrate daylight savings time. So just heads up on that. Hopefully this year, maybe we'll this next time around they'll get rid of it out of our country. We can hope. All right. So I'll try to get through as many free readings as I can here. And yeah, go ahead and I'll still take a donation there. Hey, Hadisa, you know, I would jump ahead but that wouldn't be fair to everyone else, you know what I'm saying? Because everyone would be asking me to put them before everyone else, and it just creates a mess. So I appreciate your understanding. I will be back though in about an hour and a half. And once I complete the new session, when I come back on, I pin a comment and I put the order in which all the readings were done in that session, so you can find your reading really quick there. Okay. So appreciate you understanding there. All right, absolutely. And let's give that some love and a like there, Magician. Thank you for your additional donation. Or Hadisa, if you want to make a donation, I can also prioritize it as well. I honor those. All right, so let's take a look here and see what does Spirit want you to know right now, Magician. All right. No, they don't want that. I was trying to grab it. They're like, no. It was like holding on for dear life. Okay. These two and these two. All right. Well, energy on the bottom of the deck. You got the Two of Cups, one of the relationship cards. So we're like, yeah, we already talked about this. Oh. Look at Magician gets the Magician. Don't you love when that happens here? And I like this. I like this, you know, while you're waiting for the relationship to start up here, they're allowing you to look at any thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you have about yourself that have limited you, made you feel small, and kind of like robbed you, um, you know, like what you feel from your life in the past, right? So I'm like, I like this. It's has to do with self awareness around who am I, and what do I feel limits me? What beliefs and mindsets are bubbling below the surface that no longer serve me, and that allow me to move forward, through this year too. Yeah. Yeah. And we've got the Justice card here. So here is the Ace of Swords, which is like, the balancing of the scales there. It's we all start off out of balance growing up. And like I usually say, unless you're a little child who's adopted by a Buddhist monastery and you're raised by Buddhist monks from very young, we all experience this lot of fearful belief systems and thoughts and mindsets and rules around things. And we start off way out of balance. And then we become aware of our higher selves and we start to have these beliefs from higher ruled by unconditional love instead of fear, and we start questioning our fears and transforming them, and that's what's coming in here with that Seven of Swords with the Justice card, is you're looking at the things that are, not true. You're having these revelations of these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets, and that's what brings in this Page of Pentacles, which is these feelings of worth in relationship to the outside world in a different way. And I like this, that as we're waiting for this celebration and this, this professor, whoever it may be, it's like we've got this focusing on me, letting go of these mindsets that don't serve, even emotions that don't serve, energy that doesn't serve. You're doing this big purge and raising your love vibration, raising your self worth, and you're seeing yourself differently, not defining yourself a lot by the outside world, but what you're finding inward and upward, which is where we discover we are priceless. Out here, it's retail price. We can end up on I don't know if you guys remember the Kmart blue light special rack. That's what happens in the outside world, you know, because of what someone's going through. They don't value us because they can't see how priceless we are, and all of that. So I like this that's coming in here. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, again, a patience card. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. So they're like, be patient while things are unfolding. The more you raise your vibration, and the Queen of Wands, I mean, she's such a spitfire. She's able to really go and go and you know step forward, and whatever she focuses on she's able to do. And this um, as we you know the Seven of Pentacles, like with the fruit and the waiting, the more we raise our love vibration, it's like giving plants miracle grow and extra fertilizer and extra nutrition. It's like the fruit is bigger, it grows faster, and that's what happens when we raise our love vibration. Things do speed up, and things do come faster for us too. So I like that. I mean, you definitely, being the magician, you are, have a lot of energy, that you have of whatever you focus your energy on is what does grow and expand. And I really like this here. And, they're telling you, bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh, the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is just, oh wow. Okay. So all this energy on the bottom of the deck is just blowing me away, obviously. You got the Lovers card, the Hierophant, there's the teacher, and the Seven of Wands, which I've started off going, the Seven of Wands is all about, how you meet each other is someone's in the spotlight. Maybe someone's up on stage teaching, that's the teacher too. But also, someone's singing or talking, or a bridesmaid or a groomsman, or even a minister, or the person that's giving this. So I love that. And so this is again saying that you meet the teacher, who is the lovers, the Two of Cups energy, right? But in big ways. at this. And then you got the King of Cups, who represents the perfect partner, the very perfect partner, and then the Empress. So here's the King and the Empress. So here's the two of you together, and the Ten of Pentacles, which is another one of my relationship cards. So you can't make this up. Boom, 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 all over the place. So I feel like they're saying, you can have patience with it, but the more like you said, you've been seeing a lot of changes. Since the beginning of the year, you're letting a lot go, you're transforming. The more you do that, the faster that it comes your way as well. So I like this. Wow. Boom, boom, boom. I love it. So that's what they have for you, magician. And appreciate the additional donation very much. I'm excited for you. I live vicariously through all of you. All right. So many blessings to you. I'm just putting the cards back in here. Yeah, that has to do with your energy, right? That Seven of Pentacles is things take time to grow, but the more you raise your love vibration and you release those things, the faster they come in here for you. So it could be, a wedding this month, depending on what you're doing, all the way to a December wedding, or you're going to meet them sometime this year, and the spark happens this year. It's not just that you meet them; it's like the spark happens this year. So it's all on you, which is where we want it. We don't want it just out there. It's like, I control it. I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to do my inner work. I'm going to do the things and zoom, zoom, zoom. So I like it. All right. So many blessings to you, magician. And thank you again for your multiple donations. I really appreciate those. All right. I think I have time for one more, and then I'm going to take screenshots of all the chat. So Sen, S-E-N, you wanted a general reading. So let's take a look here and see what do they want you to know. All right. So you have a rebirth coming, an ending, a significant ending, and new beginning. Don't worry, I don't feel like it's actual death. It's an ending of something that doesn't serve you anymore. And it just feels like a natural end, though. Don't feel like a tower moment where, you know, something is sudden. I feel like whatever this is that's ending, you've been knowing that it's headed toward an ending, whether it's a job or relationship or moving somewhere, whatever this significant ending is. It's just like, okay, yeah, here it is. I knew it was coming. So it doesn't feel like, oh my gosh, it just feels like, all right, it's here. So let's put the plan in that I knew I was going to have. I already planned for this. I feel like you do. You have a plan, and you were ready, and now here it is, and now you're implementing your plan, and things are changing, and it's a nice rebirth. And I just feel like it's gentle, and I like that for a change, right? All right, so that's what they have for you, Sen. So many blessings to you. All right. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. So Melba B, you'll be my first free reading when I return. Let me just grab some screenshots here. And if you're looking for any additional messages, I can do two things at once sometimes. But if you're looking for additional messages while you're waiting, I have a ton of free content on my main page. If you just click on my name, bruddaZEN Mystic Tarot, and you'll see the playlist on the main page. And then I have pick-a-cards that talk about relationships and money, and we've got Pisces season. We got of course, the new moon, Pisces, pick a card that's there as well, and I'll throw those out here in a sec. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone here. All right, there's another one. So I just didn't want to grab a bunch of conversation that I didn't need to grab there. All right. Whoops. Okay. And right there, boom, there we go. Absolutely, magician. You can throw, if you want to throw your question, your last question in, the free one there, absolutely. And while you're doing that, I'm just going to grab this here. Here is the Pisces new moon alert that you guys can check out, or the Pisces season, if you haven't checked out that one. And also, I have a pilgrimage meditation where we went to Lake Titicaca. I like saying that. I do revert to a 7-year-old. But there's a pick a card, and we go on a meditation. Plus, we ask, where can you use support in your life? So that's a great one too. And then here's also, if you guys haven't checked out the 2024 energy forecast, here's a playlist that lists for each individual zodiac sign too, in there. And it's by each individual zodiac sign, where we give a big broadcast for the whole year: career, love, and money. And then we break out the year into 3 equal sections of 4 months, talking about a blessing for each that Spirit wants you to know about, and some additional information for each too. So be sure to check that out as well. All right. And thank you guys for your patience. Like I said, I'm going to be heading out of here any second now, as soon as Magician posts her free question, and I'll grab it. And then I will be back about an hour and a half, maybe even earlier, probably around there. And I'll finish out the free readings, and yeah, and then I'll be back, like I said, tomorrow, and tomorrow and Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and then tomorrow evening as well at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Will you move? You got to move it, move it. All right, so I'll grab that here, magician. Got it. Boom. All right, everybody. Much love to you. Thank you guys again so much for all the thumbs up. It does help spread the Zen love. I appreciate it so much. And just know, as you're going throughout every second of every day of your life, that you truly are unconditionally and eternally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. Of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your night or day, wherever you're at in the world. And we'll see you soon. Till then, much love. Hang in there. You guys take care. We'll see you soon. Yeah, I know. I got what you're saying there. All right, you take care.